Right, hello everybody. How are we doing? The temperature's dropped. It was 19 degrees before. It was absolutely beautiful. Mr. Sun went away and now here we are. Right, you might notice a few differences to the bike, and I am doing a few little tests with this thing, some of which you might be able to see. Now the main premise of this video is about the I've just put in front and rear EBC brake pads, because the stock brake pads were just shocking. They were really bad. One of the main mods people do when they get these bikes, the main complaint is the brakes, really. Like, the brakes are just they're very wooden, and I can attest to that. They're not very good brakes at all. They're pretty awful, to be honest with you. I've had these bled. I had these bled today because basically it felt like I had air in the lines, and it turns out there was quite a lot of air in the lines, either from the factory or what. But so that's been sorted out. You know, having the brakes bled, it seemed to help a little bit, actually. I mean, nothing drastic, but you know, it's one of them. So basically, as a side to that, I went and bought some new EBC pads. They are sintered, HH sintered, the standard ones everyone puts in, and so hopefully, like I said, I'm just bedding them in at the minute. They're going to take maybe, you know, 30-40 miles to properly bed in, probably a bit more than that actually. So I'm just going to be dragging my brakes a lot, basically. The problem with these calipers is they're just very spongy. You know, it's like 3/4 of the way and then it kind of kicks in, and it's just not great. So that's kind of annoying. But this is going to be a nicer ride today, so hopefully it won't rain, because I've not got waterproofs on. I didn't say it was going to rain, but you never know, this fucking day and age. One minute it's bloody warm, the next it's absolutely fucking freezing. I'm also testing out my cardo again. I've got the music playing in the background, and obviously, as you can see, I've got my phone on. Now my phone is the Samsung Z Flip 4, and I'm able to hear my music. I've got it on very low because I don't want music blasting in my ears. But I've also got two of them. I'm going to put one on my missus and see what it's like, because we've got a charity run this weekend, which there should be a video up about. Oh, you know what? Those brake pads they've bedded in quite well already, you know. It's only taken, you know, a mile or two, and they're already starting to bite quite a lot. Hopefully they'll bed in dead nice, and I don't have to fucking worry too much more about brakes, because the braking it's a worry for me, you know. Tell you what, man, those brakes are 10 times better now. They are so much better. It's a very simple change as well, folks. If you've never done it before, you know, whacking new brake pads in is a very easy job. It took me 5-10 minutes for the front. So yeah, those brakes are already, and I've not even put much into them, they're already so much nicer. I don't know why I'm going this way, you know. Oh yeah, I do. Oh man, those brakes are so much better now. Even though they've not got steel braided hoses or anything like that. You've got to try this out. Oh, they are so much stronger. Oh my god. I'm just going to come at this point. Yep, those brakes, absolutely worth it. Not even a second guess. They were 70 quid for 3, or for the 2 front and 1 rear. God, that sounds so good. And that quick shifter is so fucking nice. Oh my days. I like this bike more than the KTM already. And yeah, those brake pads, boys, they have done so much. Look at that. I can actually fucking brake now. The stock pads that they use are absolute dog shite. They are not very good. They never are these days, to be honest with you. I really am enjoying this bike compared to the KTM. It just suits me better, you know. What? Oh my god! Oh shit! Fucking hell! Jesus Christ, that fucking bird! Well, there's a test for the brakes for you. Fuck me, at least they work. I almost had a fucking heart attack. And honestly, my fucking heart just skipped. Well, that scared the fuck out of me. Holy shit. Anyway, yeah, I've done a few hundred miles on this now, so I'm not ripping it at all, or any sense of the imagination. I am taking it still very easily. However, I'm being a little bit more frugal with it now, just as it's bedded. You know, it's bedded pretty much all the shit's in now. it's just being consistent with it really, and not too on and off and smacking it about and then not, and it's not the end of the world if you want to pull the throttle back a little bit more than normal. So even that rear brake pad, that's nice. Them brake pads are so much better now. I'm sorry, but the brake pads that come with this thing are just dangerous. Ow, that really hurt. I need to set the suspension up on this thing. Yeah, it's just so much nicer now. My God, this thing is just, the front end on it is just skipping the tarmac. Again, this is the first time I've actually given it any fucking beans. No, the quick shifter is so, the gearbox is so smooth on this. It is so good. And another thing you might have noticed is my fancy new phone mount. Now this is an Evotech phone mount, and I have kitted out this bike with Evotech everything, GB racing, everything, because I want to protect this thing. You know, just that you never be too sure these days, this day and age, you know. So I've got the Evotech quad lock mount here, and it basically attaches to the handlebar mounts. It's a really nice little system actually, I'm very impressed. And essentially what I've done is, because this is the flip phone, so this is the Z Flip 4, so I don't want to close it because it'll lock the screen and I can't undo it. But you can't get a GoPro case as standard with this particular phone because of the I assume it's just down to cost, and not many people have these phones, there's not much point in them doing it. But so basically what I've done is I've got a Spigen or Spigen or however the fuck you say it, it's called a Tough Armor case, and I've basically got one of the GoPro universal maglock mounts, and now this isn't maglock, but it just fits onto any other standard GoPro head. And I've got the vibration dampener as well. Well, I've had a bike in the past that I didn't have that with, and the camera died. Basically it shook itself to death. So that was fun, so I'll never do that again. So basically got that mount, and then I've added the vibration dampener onto it, and then I've added the quad lock universal adapter to my case, and it is rock solid. It is really solid. It might look like it's wobbling, but that's because of the vibration dampener. So the whole thing cost me quite a lot of money, as you can imagine, with all the little bits and pieces. Things like 15 quid for the adapter, 15 quid for the vibration dampener, and then you look at it, you know, you're looking at postage on top of that as well, so that's another one. So it's about 20 quid a piece. It's quite expensive. However, I didn't want to buy a TomTom. I don't know, I just don't like having extra things on me, you know. Yeah, I don't really like having extra bits to carry around. I'd rather just use my phone, and if my phone will work, then we'll give it a go. This is, like I said, I've only just given it a go, so we'll see. Now at the front of the bike there is a cigarette adapter, and that basically allows you to put in like a USB cable if you wanted to, so you can charge your phone up. It's waterproof and all that, but I don't know why they didn't just put a USB cable on it, you know, a USB plug, because I mean, who doesn't use USB? Who the fuck uses cigarette chargers? Jesus Christ, mate, what's that for? You'll cause a fucking accident, mate. Well, right boys, it's Friday night. I've got quite a lot of shit to do this weekend, so yeah, I'm not sure when this will be put up, but number one, the EBC brakes, massive difference. I would absolutely recommend them to anybody that wants better brakes from the either R1 or the MT10 range. So yes, I would recommend everybody do this to the brakes. It is amazing. Within a few miles they've bedded in and they feel so sharp and nice. I would literally just say, I would hazard to say that the OEM ones, they are dangerous, man. They are really dangerous. Anyway, so that's a good investment in my opinion. And then also we've got this Evotech quad lock mount, which is, I love it. It's in a really good place. I could do with lifting up a little bit slightly maybe. I can't moan at it. It's very nice. It's nice to have a sat nav. But overall, I'm really enjoying this bike so far. I can't wait to get it all bedded in. I can't wait to be able to rip this thing, because from what I've just tested, and fuck me, this is a powerful bike. But fuck me, this has got a lot of character for an inline 4. Jesus Christ. And the Evotech mount is really good. It's just nice to be able to have a sat nav again. It's nice to be able to have music again. So yeah, there's been quite a lot of stuff going on this bike of late, eh? Anyway, that's been me. I just want to thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very, very soon, I'm sure. And until next time, boys and girls, sort of out. See you soon. Bye.